Hey, good morning, everyone. It's My Guy Knows a Guy, NBA betting today, SportX Insights YouTube channel. Feeling good, feeling great. How's it going? Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon in some places. My boy HK, what's up, bro? What's up? Thanks, man. Thanks, Chris. Yesterday the side of my face was numb, so that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, everyone. Got to get back on track. Got to take care of your health. You know the cliche, health is wealth. Hit the subscribe button, like button, and turn notifications on as we get into the NBA schedule. Gonna breeze through it, everyone. Just gave out some stuff on Twitter Spaces, and just gonna share what I'm actually gonna repeat what I shared and go through some of the schedule for today. Last night was a very interesting day in the NBA. All the favorites covered except for the Brooklyn Nets. They were in a terrible spot at home against OKC. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went crazy. They play his highlights every morning up here. Every single morning I wake up to Shai highlights. Whether he does well or not, they're on Shai in the Canadian media. Let's go. Shout out to Desmond Bain. 9-0 with Desmond Bain. Gonna pull up the odds for everyone just now. Gonna pull up the odds. Big card today. Big card today in the NBA. Big weekend of NFL games as well for wild card weekend. Here are the odds on sportx.bet. We'll start with the Philadelphia 76ers. They're giving 4 points to the Boston Celtics. Joel Embiid is attempting to break franchise history tonight for the most consecutive 30-point games. He's been on an absolute tear, sending a message to Ben Simmons every time he steps on the basketball court, everyone. He is playing possessed. He's playing possessed. Thanks, Sideshow, Mario. Bane did that. Bane did that. Klay Thompson, yeah, no, he's out. He's out. But he wasn't really locked in last night, though. That's a really bad matchup for the Warriors against the Bucks. I'll just be honest. In a potential series, I don't care. It's a bad matchup with Giannis against the Warriors. It's just one game, though, right? Giannis is a problem for everyone. Okay, so the 76ers-Celtics game, the Sixers are a team that I don't really like to bet on point spreads. However, I do think that they have a chance to perform very well against the Boston Celtics today, largely due to the dominance of Joel Embiid. The rest of the team sort of let him down against the Charlotte Hornets, but the Hornets are on the upswing. I've noticed good bounce back mentality from the 76ers as of late. Up against the Celtics team, the Celtics are not money, everyone. They're not money. Looking at this total, 210. The bet I place in this game is Seth Curry over 3.5 assists in this game. It may be over adjusted with the return of Tyrese Maxey, who came back against the Charlotte Hornets. But 3.5, last 25 games, Seth Curry's been hitting this at like a 90% clip. It was actually an auto bet. Like 2 weeks ago, this was like an auto bet. Okay, so I'm going to roll it again. I see quote-unquote value. Not a word I use too often, but Seth Curry over 3.5 assists is a strong play here. So the Bulls line is sus. The Warriors are in trouble today. It's going to be a really, really entertaining game. I'm getting my money back in the Grizzlies game today. Straight up. I'm getting my money back in the Grizzlies game. I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. Matthew said the Warriors wrecked the Bulls earlier in the season by almost 30 points. That being said, the Warriors are on a third game in 4 nights. It's going to be a really interesting game, everyone. Some things are more than trends, you know? There are trends and there are facts. We're going to see what happens tonight. I have 3 props for that game, Steph Curry versus the Bulls. 42.5 for the PRA. The last 3 matchups between the Celtics and the 76ers have gone under the points total, everyone. Under the points total. Similarly constructed rosters. If you like Embiid to go over his PRA, over his points total, I think Seth Curry will benefit from that. He will benefit from that. Just look at the stats. It's overwhelming. Overwhelming. Yeah, we're going to get to that game in a second as well. So no play on the spread for me, although I do think the Sixers have a good chance to cover today because of the matchup, because of how well they've been playing at home as of late. And the total is dropping on this one, everyone. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. The Celtics have been inconsistent with their scoring. Inconsistent. The Pistons and the Raptors. Dwayne Casey has covered 4 straight games against the Toronto Raptors. He hates us for firing him during the Coach of the Year season. He has a high level of familiarity with this Toronto Raptors organization. But I can't trust the Pistons. I still can't trust the Pistons, although my system is telling me to take the points tonight. Gary Trent Jr. or Scotty Barnes will be key in this matchup. If the Raptors are fully healthy, I can see them performing well in this matchup. But if they're not in the game, if one of the two is not playing tonight, Dwayne Casey has been a thorn in Nick Nurse's side. He has been one-upping him. It's more than a trend now. He has these teams well coached, prepared for these Pistons, Raptors matchups. The pick that I did place in this game is Cade Cunningham over 5.5 assists. Been having a lot of success with his assist prop. I project Cade Cunningham to go over 5.5 assists today, largely due to the fact that, one, the three-point shooting of his teammates has increased slightly as of late, so he's benefiting from that as well. They're throwing up a lot of three-point attempts as of late. Cade Cunningham is directly benefiting from that trend from the Pistons' three-point percentages. They were absolutely abysmal as a team to start the season. Absolutely abysmal. Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I have a prop I feel very strongly about in that Cavs Spurs game. CM. I feel very strongly about it. So yeah, the Cade Cunningham over 5.5 assists. This is a strong play. Pick and roll action without Scotty Barnes out there defending the pick and roll as well will be key for these guys tonight. Keep an eye on whether Scotty Barnes plays tonight or not. It's a lottery pick versus lottery pick matchup. If he does play, might add more motivation for Cade Cunningham. But 5.5 for it to be juiced at -125, I think that is very telling. He's a large guard. I don't think Van Vliet will be guarding Cade Cunningham for most of the assignment tonight. However, if Van Vliet, it's just a size mismatch defensively. Van Vliet's a great defender for his size. It's a steal machine. But if his assignment is to tail Cade Cunningham for the majority of the matchup today, I think Cade Cunningham can get to over 5.5 assists in this matchup. We're going to need shots from the Pistons, though, to make that happen. Vote for Fred VanVleet in the All-Star game. Vote for Fred VanVleet in the All-Star game, everyone. 29 points a game last 10 games. Yeah, so that's my play. I lean Pistons plus 8.5 if Scotty and Gary Trent are not in the matchup tonight. It's pretty strange. We're seeing Gary Trent trade rumors. They said the Lakers want to get Gary Trent Jr. But for what, though? I don't see Masai Ujiri dealing Gary Trent Jr. to the Lakers. I'm reading that right now. LeBron, Le GM, he's up to no good right now. He's home wrecking right now. Moving on to the Pacers-Suns game. We need information on Chris Paul tonight. I do want to say that with Chris Paul's status being doubtful for tonight's game against the Indiana Pacers and the line opening up at 5.5, it's very telling to me that the Suns still have enough firepower to get this done. But the Pacers have been playing much better at home as of late. No play in this game as of yet until we learn Chris Paul's status. We'll probably have some more information to share on that later today. Now, the Hornets-Magic game. The Hornets-Magic game is a game I do have plays in. One play I do like that I'm going to sprinkle in this game is the Hornets team total over 117.5. A large part of the handicap is Jalen Suggs. You may want to wait for the lineups in this one, but Jalen Suggs is scheduled to return to the lineup tonight. I don't see how he's going to be in quality game shape for the Orlando Magic. If his defensive assignment is against LaMelo Ball for the majority of the matchup, the Hornets will put up points today. They could run these guys out of the gym. Let's see how it goes. I'm not playing the -11 point spread, but I am playing the Hornets. I'm sprinkling that team total over 117.5 points. I think it's inevitable that the Hornets are going to drop 120 tonight against the Orlando Magic. But that's a sprinkle for me. I actually have a half unit more money on a couple of props in this game. Gordon Hayward under 18.5 points. If you think it's a blowout tonight, this is going to hit. He scored 30 points last night. I'm betting on Gordon Hayward to revert back to the mean. Under 18.5 points in that one. I also like Miles Bridges under 7.5 rebounds, okay? Under 7.5 rebounds. So I've got Hornets team total over 117.5. Miles Bridges under 7.5 rebounds. Gordon Hayward under 18.5 points. I wanted to take LaMelo Ball's threes over, but it's juiced -160 range. I'm priced out on that one. Priced out there. No props. No prop markets for the Magic side. I think the lineup is uncertain right now. They may get Wendell Carter back. They're throwing Jalen Suggs to the Wolves. I don't see the defense for the Magic tonight, everyone. I don't see the defense for the Magic tonight. Chuma Okeke, steals train machine. Although the line is coming down. It was plus 175 when he was thrust back into the starting lineup the other day. Chuma Okeke, steals. It might be a go tonight. I'm going to wait to see more information about the lineups for the Orlando Magic. They do have Jalen Suggs coming back. Wendell Carter might be coming back. The usage for Chuma Okeke may reduce. But if Wendell Carter is out again, he's a smaller guy, but they do like to throw him at the 4, at the 5, even sometimes when they go small, the Magic. They play very weird lineups. Chuma Okeke, he's a steal machine, everyone. Take his steals over if Wendell Carter is out. If Wendell Carter is out. Wagner, 16.5. Yeah, there just weren't any markets for the... I'll probably come back and revisit this game for the Magic side a bit later. No markets for Magic props as of yet. Lineup is uncertain. Chuma Okeke, you already know. Katak, you already know. Chuma Okeke's not playing around, bro. Big-time moneymaker. Big-time moneymaker. Moving on. Bulls, Warriors, okay? The line is coming down 3.5. It was 4. We know the perceived bounce back spot for the Warriors. They got destroyed by the Bucks last night. That game was over in the second quarter, okay? It's reasonable to assume that they'll come out with an extra motivation today for the Warriors. Although they're going to be missing Klay Thompson. For some of the younger guys, that might actually help their with chemistry. Some of the players that are unaccustomed to playing with Klay Thompson in the spot tonight. I'll be honest. I think the three-headed monster for the Bulls are going to perform today, everyone. I'm sprinkling all 3 to go over. They have been playing like dirt over the last 3 games. Billy Donovan is back on the bench. He came back the other day. They're going to emphasize clean offense, running their sets. They were playing iso ball against the Nets, trying to play shot for shot with them the other day. That is not going to happen tonight. You are going to see a clean offensive performance from the Chicago Bulls. They are going to get back to actually playing basketball, actually calling plays, not playing iso ball and trying to play tit for tat with the Nets. They cost a lot of people a lot of money the other night. All right? Hey, thanks for the support, Dan Katak. What's up, Junior? My boy Junior Brown, how's it going, bro? Gannon, yeah, Draymond is going to be out. They said he was going to be out for 2 games. The last game against the Bucks and tonight's game. He's projected to return, I believe, on Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, also, everyone, hey, it's cool. I think a lot of people might be watching on Twitter as well. It's not that serious, but we do appreciate the likes. We appreciate the comments. Hit the like button, turn notifications on, subscribe to the video if you like it. If you don't like the video, don't like it. If you like the video, press like. It's very simple. No one's forcing you to like the video, but if I like the content, I'm going to like it. That's just me. You guys want some plays? Watch as many videos as you can. I'm doing this for free. Let's continue with the quality analysis. Let's learn from our mistakes. Let's continue grinding through the schedule. I feel a big weekend coming, everyone. A big, big weekend. Soccer, NFL, and basketball. Let's get it. Yeah, Warriors will struggle. How you like Rozier's points? Akbar, what's up, bro? That's my dog. Let's get it. What else do we have? Okay, yeah, so I actually temporarily lost my train of thought there. Nikola Vucevic, over 10.5 rebounds. DeMar DeRozan, over 24.5 points. Zach LaVine, over 25.5 points. I don't like to take more than one player to go over their points on the same night for the same team. I usually play off of the synergies between the two players on the team. But I am projecting a big performance from this offense tonight for the Chicago Bulls. And I think all 3 of them come to play and hit their key numbers. Zach LaVine, over 25.5 points. DeMar DeRozan, over 24.5 points. And Nikola Vucevic, over 10.5 rebounds. Now, Nikola Vucevic has regressed on his rebounds the last couple of games. He did go viral, though. He had a monster stretch of rebounding, okay? And he went viral went under 3 times. DeRozan did as well. It's very telling. DeMar DeRozan went under ever since he did that ESPN interview. We all saw it. He went viral. So those are my 3 plays in that game. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything from my notes. Yeah, that's it for that one. Okay, so moving on. We have the Heat and the Hawks. At this moment, everyone, the Hawks are in complete shambles. This is a strong system play for the Hawks tonight, but I'm not doing it. Just want to see them clean house and get their roster together. There will be some prop opportunities in this game. I like Trae Young over 9.5 assists. If you guys can get Omer Yurtseven's rebounds, last game broke his streak of going over on rebounds. However, Dwayne Dedmon is returning. They are not listing Omer Yurtseven. You might get, if they do list Yurtseven's rebounds today, though, you may get much better value as his usage will decrease as they reintegrate Dwayne Dedmon. Dedmon was scheduled to come back, so take that for what you want. The Spurs-Cavs game. I like the Cavs in the first half. Cavs first half spread, it just wasn't available before the stream, which is very strange. But I do like Darius Garland over 19.5 points. His career high in points last season was set against the San Antonio Spurs. Guards are walking into the Alamo Dome and putting up big points. And 14 out of 17 games at home have gone over for the San Antonio Spurs. They have gone over 14 out of 17. They're allowing backcourts to come and put up big numbers. Darius Garland is not a very popular man in the props market right now as of late, but we did make a lot of money with this guy in November and in the early parts of December. And I want to tell you, without Ricky Rubio in the lineup and without Rubio in the lineup last game, he has essentially had two roles, facilitating and scoring. He's putting up career high numbers in the assist category as of late, Darius Garland. Tonight, though, I think he's going to be able to get what he wants when it comes to his field goal metrics, and he's going to get back to his offensive metrics. Spurs team total over might be a go. However, I like Cavs team total over 112. I like Cavs team total over 112. I like Cavs in the first half. And the play I feel most strongly about in that game is Darius Garland over 19.5 points. You can take his threes if you want. It does, but it's going to be a faster-paced game against the Spurs tonight. It's going to be a freer game tonight. You have to realize as well, also keep in mind whether or not Rondo comes back to the lineup today. Keep in mind, if Rondo does come back to the lineup, it's going to free him up. It's going to free him up just a bit, Darius Garland, in terms of the defensive mentality of the other team, because Rondo's going to be looking to get everyone else involved. Garland is doing that in his absence. His minutes are increased. His field goal attempts have decreased over the last 3 games, but I think that's going to change today. I'm taking an anticipatory approach, not a reactive approach. I don't react. I anticipate. This is what I do. I anticipate. So let's see how it goes. Darius Garland over 19.5 points. Easy. I think that one's going to be easy, actually. Let's go. Let's move on. Nothing for me in the Kings-Rockets game today. Nothing for me in the Kings-Rockets game today. Now, moving on to the Grizzlies-Mavs game, we have the Mavericks, who have been playing stellar defense in the month of January up until the public slaughter against the New York Knicks. Public got slaughtered that night. The New York Knicks, they played pretty good defense that night, but that night was more about the Mavericks not being able to score. Very, very poor decision making. There were a lot of factors that went into that loss. They were never in the game. Now they're playing a Grizzlies team that's won 11 games in a row, a Grizzlies team like the Cavs that has made us a lot of money over the course of the season, especially last month. Cashed a lot of tickets with this Grizzlies team last month during the absence of Ja Morant. Last night got burnt. Went back and watched the tape this morning. Looks like the T-Wolves had a chance to even win that game last night with 3 minutes left, okay? John Conchar saved the day for the Grizzlies. Massive performance from him last night. Ja Morant. I feel like I was on the right side last night, everyone. Scheduling-wise, I feel like I was on the right side last night. I'm running it back with the Dallas Mavericks plus 2.5, and I've already sprinkled the money line plus 115. This is a betting spot. You can continue to take the Grizzlies if you want. For me, Dallas Mavericks plus 2.5, and I'm looking at Luka's assists over as well, okay? We're going to get a marquee. Yeah, we're going to get a marquee performance from Luka Doncic tonight, all right? Marquee performance. Game-winning shot against these guys last year. Mavs team coming off of a blowout. You know, they don't have the paint presence right now. They don't have the paint presence, but I'm taking the Mavs money line tonight. Mavs plus 2.5. For me, personally, I'm getting my money back from last night. I definitely understand if you're not taking this game. I'm sharing my play, all right? I felt the same way with the Hawks today, too. The Hawks are just in complete shambles, though. At least the Mavs have their guys. Mavs, spread, smaller play, Luka assists. I'm on it. So, yeah, that's NBA betting today. For today, actually, there's a lot of information that I'm actually waiting for in the Raptors game, in the Suns game. Maybe we can revisit it later. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. Take a second to visit sportx.bet, the platform that you see on the screen, the crypto sportsbook owned by its community. Some of my most confident plays today that I have put money on today. Darius Garland, over 19.5 points. Cade Cunningham, over 5.5 assists today. Seth Curry of the Philadelphia 76ers, over 3.5 assists. Gordon Hayward, under 18.5 points. I have 3 smaller bets on the three-headed monster of the Chicago Bulls. Nikola Vucevic, over 10.5 rebounds. Zach LaVine, over 25.5 points. DeMar DeRozan, over 24.5 points. I want to see if, because I have a feeling. I have a feeling the Warriors are going to punch first in this game after that performance yesterday, and I'm going to look for a better in-game number on the Bulls. I like the Bulls today to outlast these guys, but I want a better number. If the Warriors start off hot, you might even be able to get the Bulls as a dog, +1, +2 at home. They are a great second-half team. Let's see how it goes. Other plays for me today, Miles Bridges, under 7.5 points. That's a sprinkle for me. I have the Cavaliers team total over 112. The Hornets team total over 117.5. And that's about it for now. I'm going to wait on this Chris Paul news, though. Some interesting thoughts on the Suns-Pacers game, everyone. As always, bet responsibly. Going to be doing a segment right here on the channel later on today for the NFL wildcard games this weekend. Super wildcard weekend games. If you are betting on the NFL games this weekend, come back and join us here on YouTube. Turn notifications on the channel. And come get some great information for the NFL games. Miles Bridges under 7.5 rebounds. Thank you for correcting me. I do want to say, everyone, look towards Jakob Poeltl's rebounds today in the matchup against the Cavaliers. I know it sounds contrarian, but look towards that as well. That might be a late ad. Follow me on Twitter. Might add some stuff for later. Also, what was my last thing I was gonna say? Yeah, NFL segment coming on later. My only advice for the games this weekend in the NFL: keep your bets to a minimum. Find your 2-3 best bets. You don't want to watch all this great football for this weekend and break even or lose slightly because you bet 10 games. Let's see how it goes, everyone. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. NBA betting today. Turn notifications on. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at My Guy Knows a Guy. Follow NBA betting today on Twitter as well. Let's keep it going, everyone. Let's keep it going.